Hi, today I'm going to show you how to teach your child all about the early math concept of measuring. The activity of measuring things is endless for kids. They love taking either a tape measure or using markers or anything else their heart desires. This is a super simple activity, and you probably already have this stuff laying all around your house. So if you're ready, let's get measuring. Today's activities were super simple. We simply took things that the kids wanted to use to measure themselves with. All right, kiddos, come on in here. I am gonna tell you guys what we're doing today. Silas, come over here by Mama. All right, we are going to measure. We're going to measure some things. We're even gonna measure you, okay? We want to know how tall you are, how big you are. Yes, we're going to use some tape. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, for today's activities, I let my kids lay down on the floor, took some tape, we put a piece of tape at their toes all the way to their head, and then we used non-standard units of measure. And all that are things that they wanted to measure themselves with. You can put whatever trains you want. Good, stacking them up. There you go. And then we lined up those objects right beside them to see how many items they were tall. They can use things like markers or their puppies or whatever else their heart desires, and let their imagination go. Okay, Silas, so you see your bin of trains there? What if we take your trains and we line them up and see how many trains tall you are? Now keep lining them up all the way till you get to the other green tape. You're almost there. How many trains tall are you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 14.
14 trains tall, good job. I'm gonna write the word trains here. We also used a chart so that my kids could write down their measurements. This is a great way for them to compare items and really get to see how big or how small something was in comparison with one another. What if we lined you up with markers to see how many markers tall you are?
Wait!
Yeah?
We can put them together.
We can line them up and put them together, you're right.
Yeah, now it's time for me to build.
How many more do you think? Do you think you can stack it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 markers. So is that more markers or less markers than the trains?
Markers.
You're right. Asking your child a question like, do you think it's going to take more markers or less markers than it did trains to measure you is a great way to get their minds thinking about the comparison of measurement. Silas, we did trains to see how tall you were and markers. What else do you have that we could measure with?
Puppies!
Puppies! Let's measure your puppies. How many puppies tall do you think you are? Let's line them up. Let's see how tall you are with your puppies. 1,
2.
okay.
But wait, now bigger.
Oh, they're getting bigger. Just like you. 4.
Now 5.
Oh,
Now
almost there.
Now 6.
You are 6 puppies tall. Good job. Silas, using your wingspan, your arms, like as if you were a bird flapping your wings. Can you?
An owl.
That's right, and an owl. Can you show me how wide your bed is? Using your wingspan, how many wingspans of you do you need? Whoa!
Wait, no.
Let's go. There you go. There's 1, and I'll mark it here. Measuring is everywhere. You can measure how tall something is. You can talk about the depth, the width. We even used puppies, which is something that Silas really loves. So he got to put his puppies line up and see how many puppies tall he was. Okay guys, so far we've measured with puppies, with trains, and markers. Now we have exact measurements right here. All right, Silas, I need a foot. A really fun activity we did was measuring our feet. It was a lot of fun because it tickles when you trace around their foot. And then they took a ruler and got to measure how long their foot was. First that one, but put it this way for Mama. Yeah, like that.
Okay, and then we don't.
All right, there you go. All right, so we are gonna see.
That
Is it tickle? Oh, Silas, is it ticklish? All right, we're gonna measure your foot. Now, this is 12 inches long. Let's see how long your foot is using the ruler. What comes after 5? 6. Rachel, what are you holding in your hand?
Yardstick.
So sister, your yardstick didn't reach all the way to your head, did it? So we need a little more, so let me mark it. All right, now put the beginning there where my finger is. Now, do you remember how many inches a yard is?
36.
Good, 36. Let's add 17 to 36.
Okay, 36, 37, 38, 39, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53.
53. Rachel, good job. For today's activities, we used standard units of measurement. And what that is are equal measurements that we all can agree are the same. And that's simply a ruler or a tape measure or a yardstick. Then they got to see exactly how many inches tall they were. Measuring things is such a fun activity for kids. They can use things like tape measures or their puppies or whatever else their heart desires. If they want to measure how wide their bed is, tell them about wingspan and let them put out their arms just like we did to measure how wide Silas's bed was. Kids love to measure things. This is a super simple activity and very inexpensive. You simply gather items around your house, maybe ask your children to gather some of their favorite items, and get to measuring.